seekers and refugees and immigrants from the world over.
That's Democrat presidential candidate Beto O'Rourke describing how he sees Pittsburgh as he campaigned in Oakland today. The former Texas congressman spent a couple hours at 2 events on the Pitt campus.
And his visit came just as the president released a partial transcript of his conversation with the Ukrainian president. Political editor John Delano has more.
Campaigning at Pitt, presidential candidate Beto O'Rourke said the disclosure of President Trump's conversation with the Ukrainian president removes all doubt of what he did.
We now know beyond the shadow of a doubt that the president used his position of public trust and power to try to get a foreign government to dig up dirt on a potential political rival.
O'Rourke, in response to my question, said this conduct, when combined with others, deserves impeachment.
When you add that to his invitation of Vladimir Putin to be involved in our 2016 election, his obstruction of justice, his lying to investigators, his efforts to cause others to lie to investigators, it is beyond the shadow of a doubt now that this president should be impeached.
Earlier, the candidate met with unhappy UPMC employees trying to improve working conditions. And then he spoke to several hundred supporters at the Schenley Plaza tent, where he focused on issues like immigration, racism, health care, mass shootings, and climate change.
So these 10 years, which is all the scientists say that we have left, must be used to maximum advantage, to free ourselves forever from a dependence on fossil fuels, to embrace wind and solar and the high wage, high skill, high value jobs that come with them.
While ending fossil fuel use will cost thousands of jobs in Western PA, O'Rourke says he won't abandon natural gas and coal workers.
I'm going to make sure that, one, we protect their pensions and their health care, the benefits that they've earned by providing for all of us for our energy needs and our energy security and the independence of the United States, and that we invest in a transition through the skills and training that they will need to be able to avail themselves of the jobs that we're creating to meet the greatest challenge we've ever faced.
O'Rourke, why come to Pennsylvania where our primary is so late on April 28th? He said he just doesn't care who votes when, and that the people of this region and this state are just as important as those in any other state. And he pledged to return soon.